Having Charlie's Place, too, as a second respite center means that we can serve the people in Ascension Parish. The model says that people come from about 20 miles because more than that, you're cutting into all their respite time and the transportation. So by coming to Ascension Parish, we can offer Ascension Parish families true 6 hours of respite by allowing them to bring their loved one here and let us care for them for the day and let them go get a break. That's what they need, is just a break.
Good morning. Good morning. What a glorious day and a beautiful day we have for this wonderful event, this grand opening. My name is Kathy Gill. I am the chairman, have the privilege of being the chairman for this wonderful organization, the Alzheimer's Services. Thank you all so much for being here today. It is truly a blessing that we can bring Charlie's Place to Ascension Parish. This has been something that we have been talking about and planning for quite some time. And as I told Charlie Veluzzo, we're a franchise. But even more important than that, that really wasn't the goal we had. The goal we had was to bring respite services to the much needed people and family who will use our services. So we're so excited to be here today. We are so excited to be here today, and we're so thankful that you all have joined us. So I will turn it over to Barbara to start our program, but again, thank you, and God bless Charlie's Place.
Thank you, Kathy. Again, I'd like to welcome everybody to the special ribbon cutting and dedication celebrating the opening of Charlie's Place 2. It was just 10 years ago that we opened Charlie's Place in Baton Rouge, and now we'll be here to serve Ascension and the surrounding parish communities with our award-winning social model, person-centered care for respite. We have a few board members with us. If we could just stand, of course, Charlie Lamar and Charlie Veluzzo. You met Kathy Gill. We also have Kathy MacArthur, Ricky Bourgeois, James Baker, and did I miss anybody else? No, it's the Easter week, so a lot of them are traveling, so we thank those of you who are here. I would also like to just make note of Cindy Amadi, who is our board member who represents Ascension Parish, who couldn't be here because her father is ill. 12 years ago, Charlie's Place was just a dream. But through many efforts of staff, donors, and volunteers, it became a reality in 2007. Just as Charlie's Place 2 is now answering the needs of caregivers by providing the respite program to this local community. Our vision is to be the first thing that comes to mind when you get the diagnosis of Alzheimer's. We want that light bulb to go on when you hear that diagnosis, from the physicians, the discharge nurses, the healthcare employees, and the general public, that all think Alzheimer's Services is there to help. Having respite centers like Charlie's Place provides the safe haven for those affected in an environment that allows them to thrive. Like Doc, who has come to Charlie's Place for 7 years. The person-centered care model helped him make the transition, starting with just 1 or 2 hours a day, as he could not think of being away from his wife, to participating in teaching Spanish words to the other clients, and in his decline is looking forward to spending his days with Marcia, our respite assistant. The person-centered care model and our recollection collection kit have caught the eye of the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services and the Louisiana Department of Health. We began presenting the model to nursing homes in our service area and saw dramatic reductions in the use of antipsychotic drugs. 10 nursing homes trained in 2016 saw an average of 19% reduction of antipsychotic drug use in the last quarter of the year. The model is worth investing in, and the state has asked us to train all the nursing homes in Louisiana in our dementia care training and the use of our recollection collection kits. Funding will be provided and no donor funds will be used to complete this project, So Alzheimer's Services remains committed to keeping all donations here in our 10 parishes to continue serving the capital area through our impactful programs like our Lunch and Learn that has outgrown our office, financial literacy classes, and respite reimbursement that has doubled since the flooding last year. Our vision is to keep serving the community as the #1 resource for help when you hear that word Alzheimer's. I invite you to help us and join in this wonderful celebration of the opening of Charlie's Place 2. Okay, Michelle Aletto is going to come up and speak.
Hello. Good morning. I have to say it's so nice to come out for happy occasions. So thank you so much, and congratulations, Barbara, and board members and members of the community and supporters of Charlie's Place 2. I'm going to have to go to Charlie's Place 1. I'm starting with number 2. So on behalf of the Department of Health, I have the pleasure of joining you all today, and we celebrate this tremendous accomplishment and the second location where such important work takes place. Memory-related illness, Alzheimer's, dementia, is something that impacts so many of us, I would argue probably almost all of us. A friend, family member, someone you love has either suffered with this illness or has been or is currently a caregiver of someone with these illnesses. We've all witnessed the heartache and the hardships on patients, families, and caregivers, and we all have a story to tell. For me, the story is about my grandparents. My grandmother, my mother's mother, suffered with severe dementia, and I watched my grandfather provide for her and serve as her almost sole caregiver. Their story is one of perseverance and love, and one that so many of you here today are familiar with. As I look back at the many, many years my grandfather cared for my grandmother and that we supported him in caring for her, I think about what a blessing it would have been to have a Charlie's Place in our community. It's a unique position that you all are in to provide a positive and purposeful impact on patients, their families, their caregivers. What a special gift this is to this community, to the families of the community, to Ascension Parish. Today is a day to celebrate Charlie's Place and a day to celebrate the positive way you've all changed lives and will continue to change lives. Please know that we stand in support of you, not only for this location of Charlie's Place 2, but also the work that I'm so proud to be partnering with you on across the state in nursing homes and being able to reduce the use of antipsychotic medication, which was a shock to me that we had that issue. But we do, and it's a staggering problem. But we know with your work and the incredible programs that you perform and are going to be able to teach our nursing homes how to perform, we're going to see continued reductions, and we appreciate that. So thank you all so much, and again, congratulations, and it was such an honor to be here with you this morning.
Well, like everybody, I don't think I can say any more than what everybody has said, but welcome to all of you that's here from outside of Gonzales, outside of Ascension Parish. But like everyone else has said, what a great organization, what a great place to have for our people that suffers with this disease. So we can't thank you enough, all of you people that has put up money, has done other things to help out, but to have you here in Gonzales, we just really do appreciate it. And thank you all for being here today on such a lovely day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Arsenault. I can't say enough about the parish government in helping us secure Charlie's Place 2. They have been very instrumental in helping us in paving the way and sharing information so that we can really become part of Ascension Parish and be a good neighbor to all of the other businesses here in Ascension Parish. Martin McConnell is going to come up now.
I'd like to ask Councilmember Terry Cazzo to join me and help
Sure.
me present this, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here representing Parish President Kenny Matassa, who he sends his deep regrets for not being able to be here. His schedule called him away this week. But I guess a lot of you know President Matassa's father suffers from Alzheimer's disease. So this is a subject that's very, very dear to him. And he sends his greetings to everyone, but Ms. Councilmember Cazzo, could you help me present this proclamation to them? I'm going to just read this, you know. Come on now, how many of you all need these? Come on. All right, this says, Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, a proclamation. Whereas Alzheimer's disease is a chronic neurodegenerative disease that usually starts slowly and worsens over time and is the cause of 60 to 70% of cases of dementia. And whereas, as our population ages, Alzheimer's disease impacts a greater percentage of Americans, and by the year 2050, Alzheimer's will affect 20% of the population aged 65 and over. And whereas outside of a cure, vaccine, or effective medication for Alzheimer's disease, the greatest need indicated across the nation is respite care. And whereas Alzheimer's Services of the capital area has established Charlie's Place as a respite center and adult daycare facility in Baton Rouge, and whereas Alzheimer's Services of the capital area, in cooperation with the Ark of East Ascension, has established a second respite center in Gonzales, Ascension Parish, now therefore I, Kenny Matassa, President of the Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim April 18th, 2017 as Charlie's Place 2 Day in Ascension Parish, and do hereby commend Alzheimer's Services of the capital area for establishing the Joe Lamar Activity and Respite Center to serve the community in compassionate care of those affected by Alzheimer's disease. So, thank you very much.
That's another day we're going to remember, 4/18. 9/27 is something that's, especially to Monique and I, special day because that's when Charlie's Place opened, and 4/18 is going to become real special too. This would not be possible without the incredible support from the donors who made it happen. First, I'd like to recognize both the Lamar and Dixon families for providing the $100,000 challenge grant funds to inspire the donors to match those funds to make Charlie's Place 2, the Joe Lamar Respite and Activity Center, a reality. We recognize Charlie and Carol Lamar and Bill and Mary Lee Dixon, if you'll please stand, for giving this inspiring gift. Charlie's Place is named after our three Charlies, who have made significant contributions to Alzheimer's Services of the capital area throughout its existence and the development of both respite centers. Charlie Lamar, Charlie Veluzzo, and Charlie Spira, who is represented here by his mother, Mary. In addition to the incredible financial support, both Charlie Lamar and Charlie Veluzzo serve on our board of directors and impact the vision and direction of the organization, assuring our service delivery, growth, and professionalism. I know if he were alive today, Charlie Spira would still be here with us and represented today. So we ask that his mother take his place in our ribbon cutting. He was an active board member whose gift established the foundation for our endowment. We're blessed with their support and maybe a little lucky that they were all named Charlie. It wouldn't be possible without the challenge gift, though, from the Charles and Josephine Lamar Memorial Fund and the Lamar Dixon Fund for matching funds contributed by several foundations and individuals. I'd like to recognize the Lamars and the Dixons, if you'll come up now. I know many of the honorees could not make it today, but for those who are here, please come forward to accept our Charlie's Place 2 recognitions. The Wilson Foundation, Marty and Karen Kearns, the Boo Grigsby Foundation, the William Edmund Montan Trust, J.H. with the Baton Rouge State Fair Foundation, Entergy, the Special Children's Foundation, Mrs. Ann Russo, Rubicon, and Mr. Guy Lewis. Take a picture? Hang on. We'd also like to recognize Charlie Valuza and Mary for their part in supporting Charlie's Place. And pictures? We'd love for you to stay and enjoy and celebrate with us. Thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead. Ready?